Hello, welcome back everybody. No walk today, it was too windy by a long way. So we're going to start and end in the kitchen and then go out and have a look at a few things here and there in between. I was looking out the window, this was in the morning, and I saw this happening. We missed the best bits, but look at him, he's having fun, isn't he? Daft thing. In the morning and in the evenings, these bulls enjoy to romp and have play fights. And unfortunately I had to run from the kitchen into the living room to get the camera, and by the time I'd done that, that sheep in the foreground had got bored, but she was watching every move the bulls made. It looked like some kind of or she looked like some kind of audience for Wimbledon, where they're going from one side to the other. So there they are, having a good time. If I see more of this, I will get more of this because it's incredibly funny. And they're as soft as lights, these. So there they are, having fun. You're thinking, okay, it's a windy day. Why are we sort of, why are you chatting? Actually, the truth is I'm making a complete mess of this. I had to do the voiceover for this from home. Again, a bit of a Stephen Fry phenomena, doing voiceovers. Don't like doing it, it's not very natural, but the reason I've done it is because the washing machine kicked off, the tumble dryer was on, the dishwasher and the microwave, so I couldn't hear myself talk about anything else. Now it's going to get worse outside because the wind's blowing, so there's more voiceover to come unfortunately, but not at the moment. Here we go outside. Well, here's today's view. For anybody who's locked down, it looks like a lovely sunny day, but there's a freezing wind blowing from behind, so to speak. And I was going to do certain things. I've got tons to do and I'm not getting it done, but I was going to do certain things and they were going to be outside, and the fact that everything I try and do either blows away or blows into my face means a complete change of plan. So while I'd love to be out in this lovely sunshine and blue skies, I'm going indoors. And the interesting thing is that I've just stepped out and it's calmed down. I've no idea how windy it was only a moment ago. I was running into this field, picking things up and taking them back. The poor old sheep were not happy. So I went in to get the camera and they've all come back. So yes, today's view. Gorgeous sunshine, but freezing cold. I've no idea what today's date is. It must be around about April, whatever year. And April 4 or 5-ish. I think it's Tuesday. You can do the maths yourselves. Anyway, there it is. Lovely view. Probably doesn't quite show, but this field is rippling like the sea. There's loads of undulations. All natural where water just runs off. Then the trees are just starting to get some buds. The sky is a pretty good level of blue for a change. No muck up there. It's a nice evening. I wonder if this is picking up. It's a nice track, nice hills, nice fence, but the wind is humming in the wire. Isn't that a line from Wichita Linesman? Masterpiece that is. Just put the camera up against the wire. It's probably making a hell of a racket. I've pretty much pulled the sound out of this one completely because the wind had really got up and I was chuntering away. You might be able to hear me in the background. And Oh, you couldn't really hear anything. Couldn't make sense of it. Not that it was making sense, but you know. Anyway, there's that view. This is getting to evening now, and the moon is rising. And you get a little sort of sense of the planet turning out here. It's really rather nice. You can see the moon isn't quite full. By the end of the night, because I was up at fairly early, the moon had pretty much got there, and then we were into full moon the next night. So just listen to this. I'll turn the sound up a little and see if you can hear me. What a shambles. Absolute disaster. It's a horrible sound. It's upsetting the cat. Anyway, so we'd got to a full moon by the end of that night, and the following night was definitely the full-on full moon, and just about everybody I know had bad night's sleep. So thank you, full moon. Meanwhile, back indoors. So here we are with sausage and mash, microwavable, for goodness sake, if you've heard anything so weird. And it says, stir. Have we covered this before? How do you stir a sausage? How do you stir a sausage? I do myself a stir fry. Anyway, in November last year we went castle hunting in North Wales, which means, first of all, it's time you put on the Rain Song by Led Zeppelin, because that will go well with all this. Here we are at Lake Lyn Padan, which means Patrick's Lake, at the foothills of Snowdonia in North Wales. And we're at the Llanberis Pass, and just coming up you will see a marvellous medieval tower. That is Dolwyddelan Castle, built in the early 1200s for Llewellyn the Great, Prince of Gwynedd, which kind of means white land. It's a very small castle, but that doesn't mean a lot in medieval terms. This was so well placed that it would have been a tough job attacking this one. It's got a fine, there you can see, circular keep, which was very sort of ultra modern at the time and very trendy. And this really is a statement castle. It's about Llewellyn showing his sort of power in the landscape. Here's the track up to it. Try clambering up there on a wet day like this in a mail shirt and a great helm. It's not an easy job. Anyway, let's have a little bit of ancient Welsh poetry that gives you an idea of the character of the place and what's going on in it. These are the words of Prince Owen Sifeliog, Prince of Powys, from 1167. When the dawn arose, the shout was given. The enemy gave an ominous sight. Our men were stained with blood after a hard contest, and the borders of Maelor Dreffred were beheld with wonder and astonishment. Strangers I have driven away, undaunted from the field with my bloody arms. He that provokes the brave man ought to dread his resentment. Fill, cup-bearer, fill with generosity the horn of Rhys, in the generous prince's hall. For Owen's hall was ever supported by spoils taken from the enemy, and in it ye hear of the relief of thousands. There the gates are ever open. O cup-bearer, with patience mind your duty, forsake us not. Fetch the horn that we may drink together, whose gloss is like the waves of the sea. I hope you liked it, and we'll be in Northumbria again in the next one. So chopping and changing a bit, but the weather's bucked up. See you soon.